We come across heroes every day. They're the single mothers supporting their children so that they may have a better future. They're the firefighters running into a flame-doused building, or the police officers entering into a dangerous situation. A hero can be those in mission work to feed the hungry or provide needed medical attention. They can be the chemists devoting countless hours to tedious lab work to find a cure. Or they can be the activists working tirelessly for the environment. Some may think it is the social worker going beyond their duty. Others may think heroes are the teachers, parents, or preachers that lead us to uphold higher moral standards. And most importantly, heroes are the soldiers who put their lives on the line daily so that we can enjoy the freedoms we often take for granted. These men and women are among us, and in recognizing everyday heroes, I myself am now reflecting and asking, how can I be more like them? Imagine how different life would be if everyone was an everyday hero, living life unselfishly. John Stuart Mill summed it up best when he referred to the heroes of our armed forces. In my best attempt to paraphrase him, I'd say he was challenging one to rethink that what is much worse than actual war itself is being a slave to one's own personal well-being. He says that the person who has nothing for which he is willing to fight for is a miserable creature and has no chance of being free. Mill points out that the wretched void in such a person's life exists and is made apparent by those who find freedom in selfless acts, by fighting for a cause. He goes on to say that these miserable creatures have no chance of being free unless kept so by the exertions of better men than himself. This literally means that without our freedom fighters, these pathetic people would be at the mercy of terrorists in our precious homeland. Mill called these freedom fighters better men. So what makes one man better than another? Is it his social status, or how others perceive him, or the quality in which he's lived his life? No. It's by his actions and sacrifice for others that define what kind of man he is. It is in his tenacity and courage to sacrifice himself for the sake of another. Those only concerned with their own well-being will never be better men. We need an army of better men because, you see, life is our war. Life is our battlefield of poverty and greed, corruption, illness and disease, natural disasters, environmental destruction, and moral degradation. Our everyday wars are being fought by our everyday heroes, but without our military protecting Americans from foreign enemies, we would not be able to continue fighting our everyday wars. Hard decisions have been made about military confrontations. Human life sacrifices are sometimes a byproduct of these tough but necessary decisions. Our soldiers willingly put themselves in harm's way to protect us. They enlist in this selfless undertaking and understand what they signed up for. That is what separates them from our everyday heroes. And then there are those who validate Mill's famous quote by standing idle, waiting for someone else to take action and defend their freedom. They are the polar opposite of the better men that Mill was referring to. It is those who rise above their own selfish concerns and are willing to sacrifice everything for something greater than themselves. These are our better men. These are America's heroes.